Anybody can be prone to mental health crisis. Did you know that more than 250 people commit suicide every day in India? This is as per 2008 statistics. In the same way, it is the third leading cause of death in adolescents worldwide and the second leading cause of death among young adults, which means suicide is not a joke. India is in a very dangerous position today, I personally feel, because there is no control as to how it is being reported and it is being shown on TV. Especially, there are no proper statistics that are out on how many people have committed suicide in a particular day, how have things changed over a few years, and how has the glamorizing of Sushant Singh Rajput'S suicide affected people. A lot more people have committed suicide after Sushant Singh Rajput'S death. This kind of suicide is called copycat suicide and it is quite common. A research after Marilyn Monroe's death in 1962 found that just by publishing it in the front page of a newspaper, the news of her death, committing suicide, led to a 13% rise in the number of suicide cases. You can just imagine, if that was just the front page of a newspaper, how many people must have been influenced by the way suicide is being portrayed in news channels and in social media. Suicide prevention, I personally believe, is not impossible. It's just like HIV. When you know about some things, that you're supposed to have protected sex and not engage with a lot of multiple partners, in the same way, suicide prevention can be done by knowing a few things. First is that you need to reach out to a mental health professional if you are going through mental health crisis. If you personally know that things are not the way you used to feel, you are not being the same, reach out. If you notice people around you, your friends or family, who are not behaving the same way, they look down, their eye movements are different, in particularly if they are looking towards your left hand side, that is, they are constantly looking down, they have changed the way they speak, their tonality. They may not directly come and tell you that they are contemplating suicide, but they may very well be prone to it. It's important to not watch if the news channels are not taking responsibilities of how they are showing newspapers, and you may never know how many people have been affected just by watching the news and have committed suicide. It's very important on how we take suicide, how we look at it, whether we're looking at it in terms of education or learning context, or are we just glamorizing it. If the news channels are not doing it for you, I would request that you yourself be wise and make a choice.